Hi, Papa Yeager here with This Day in History. April 10th, 1866. The ASPCA, the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, was founded. It was founded thanks to the efforts of Henry Bergh. Henry Bergh in 1863 had been appointed by Lincoln to a post with the Tsar Alexander II in Russia. And while he was there, he witnessed a great deal of cruelty toward animals. He watched peasants beating their horses, and it really, really hurt him to watch this. In 1865, as he was traveling back to the United States, he stopped in England, and he saw the Royal Society for the Prevention of Cruelty toward Animals. And he liked what they were doing, and he came back to the United States with a mission. He wanted to establish an organization that would look out for the health and safety of animals. He appealed in New York to the government and said, this is not a partisan issue. This is a moral issue. This is an issue of our conscience. We need to protect the animals. He gave such impassioned speeches about this that he actually swayed the Senate in New York to issue a charter to incorporate the ASPCA today on April 10th, 1866. It was about 9 days later that New York then passed a law that gave them the ability to actually prosecute people who were being cruel towards animals. Henry Bergh was very hands-on. He went and he helped inspect slaughterhouses, and he accompanied police when they went to shut down pits where rats or dogs were being forced to fight each other. The ASPCA established the first ambulance for horses. What's really sad, though, is the ASPCA actually was an example for a society to prevent cruelty towards children. It's the United States started looking out for animals, which I totally appreciate. I mean, I love animals. I love my cats. But to think that we lived in a world where animals, a society to protect animals came along before a society to protect children. My dad also loved animals, and he was not a wealthy man at all, but it was very important to him to give to charities. And he didn't have money. He didn't have a lot of money, but he did give what he had. And I didn't realize how many charities he actually gave to until he died. And I was trying to help my mom put all of everything in order. And, just all of these letters from different charities asking for more donations, realized how generous my dad was. And the ASPCA was one of the organizations that Dad always gave to because he loved animals, and it was just important to him to donate to the ASPCA. And you can read more about that in my book, Stolen Love and Loss in the Time of COVID, which will be out in September. I talk about Dad and how generous he was. But anyway, that's This Day in History, April 10th, 1866. The ASPCA was founded.